What up gamers, I'm Jason and today on Dice & Dragons I'm going to be unboxing Sword and Sorcery Ancient Chronicles Wave 2, which includes the Northwind Tales core box, well, big box, I think that's a better way to say it actually. We've got the challenge set for Northwind Tales and the new Mists of the Arena expansion, which adds some new content to the game. Now, if you missed our Wave 1 unboxing, there'll be a card that will pop up that will take you to it now. We'll also link it again at the end of the video. This is published by Ares Games and designed by Simone Romano and Nunzio Surace. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. I probably got it wrong. Please correct me down below in the comment section if you did happen to watch the video. Or if you just speak Italian and want to correct me, I would much appreciate it. So with that being said, let's talk a little bit about Sword and Sorcery and these two expansions. So Sword and Sorcery is a 1 to 5 player dungeon crawl where you're going to be taking your heroes on an epic campaign. You're going to be going through scenarios, completing specific objectives, and leveling up your heroes. As you can see on the box, actually, don't remember which side it's on, it tells you what rank your heroes have to be to go on these adventures. Now, Mists of the Arena adds some new modes to the game where you do get a 4-part story that can be played during Ancient Chronicles or the original Sword and Sorcery. You also get a PvP mode and a survival mode, which is pretty cool. So that's what you got in all these boxes. This expands the content from the original game with a whole new mission that goes for higher soul ranked heroes. Now, I think I've talked enough about the game. You got a good idea as to what you'll be doing. So let's take a look at what's in all the boxes. Now let's take a look at what's in the box for Sword and Sorcery Northwind Tales. We've got so much of this to play. This is part of the second wave if you happen to just skip ahead. So we do have some Wave 1 errata here, some cards and stuff that need to be replaced. So I'm just going to set this aside. We have the new locations that we'll be traveling to. Pretty cool. So it is double-sided. I do like the fact that you can just enjoy taking a look at the location without all the details on it. Here we've got Wave 2 content and stretch goals. So this is just to let the backers know what stuff is specifically part of Wave 2. Then we've got the Book of Secret for Northwind Tales. So all of the stuff that's going to be happening as you go through the game. We have all this stuff packaged up. Once again, I really dislike this. At least in this case, it's, well, not even really. I thought it might be better than the board and the rule books, but packaging this stuff up, I get it. It's a little easier. I wish they'd made sure that this packaging was on the side with, well, that little like fusion part was on the side where we've got, you know, our tokens, because it'd make things just a little bit easier to get open. But that being said, because of the cardboard that's there, it does make it not that difficult to go ahead and open up without doing any damage to anything. To see how I'm able to sort everything here into Northwind Tales, I'm very curious. So let's get this out of the way. We'll just put this back. So we do have 2 new heroes. Wotan. Oh no, I thought they were heroes. These are enemies. I'm drawing a blank there for a second. We do not actually have a hero card. And we've got the Werebeast form. So this is a new form for heroes, I guess. Not quite sure how this is all going to come into effect, but I think it's all going to be pretty cool. So these are the new rules specifically for Northwind Tales. So you'll just be using the core rule book with a few changes. We've got just some details of the new locations. So we got the Northern Lands here. Make sure you get a good look at it. This looks to be just like the city of Frostgate when you get up there. Just going to pry this off right now because it really doesn't serve any purpose long term. We have our storybook for Northwind Tales. So this is the quest that will be going on. And then depending on what happens, we'll be referring to that secret book. And the quest book does have a list of all the components that come in this box. So as we said, we've got the tokens, the new locations. So pretty cool stuff from what I see here. should actually be fairly easy to unbox this and maybe keep everything in here and keep the miniature trays. I've really been trying to get her Sword and Sorcery collection down to the smallest amount of boxes possible, and so far I've been doing good. This still has yet to hit the table, but it's something that I want to get to the table sooner rather than later. As you can see with this miniature tray, there's cool stuff, but there's a fair bit of empty space. So we will be getting looks like we have some new heroes or allies. So, not quite sure who this character is as of yet. And we've got the Werebeast form that we saw. We have new enemies. It's going to show, you know, like the different parts of them. Like there we got the wolves. Let's move this over a little bit so it's not distracting. So we got some Ents, or I'm going to say Ents, but fey creatures. Here we've got some, looks to be like badass harpies. This looks like a new familiar. An evil werebeast. So we haven't been turned into one. Here we've got some of the other northerners. This character looks absolutely badass. I wouldn't want to meet him in a dark alley. And we've got the two new big bad enemies that come with this game. So we're not going to go through all the content. Just as you can see here, we've got some new items, new level up ability cards for the different classes. As you can see, like the Templar cards, because this does go for higher level heroes. Actually, you know what? It's already open. We'll take a quick peek at least this box. So as you can see, new skills, items, treasures, enemy cards, critters. So just really a ton more content for the game. I looked down because it was already open. We'll see this is the same stuff. We've got some new hero cards and more armor. And here we've got what looks to be just the references for the enemies. And I'm trying to find that seam to slide it open here. There we go. If you get to rip along the seam, it's just typically a little easier. So we got the new monster cards. Frost Guard, Valkyrie, the Werebeast, Dyads. Some pretty cool stuff. And it does look like we do not have a card for that specific character. So I'll be Valkyrie. Those are Valkyries. Yeah, I'm going to have to take a look at the component list off camera here and just confirm that we're actually not missing anything for the game, because it does look like that should have a hero card. We can take a quick look at the components list while I'm getting everything put back into the box. So I do think that this box of miniatures is probably going to not survive my condensing, or at least eventually, because we do have the other expansions for the game. But I don't know if I'm going to want to keep them separate, especially the challenge set. Kind of seems like it may be better to have it separate from everything else. Let's just get tokens. We have our book here. And let's take a look at the list of components. So storybook, one book of secrets. Shield Maiden ally figure. So there it is. So it's a Shield Maiden ally. That's probably why we didn't see one of the cards. The Shield Maiden ally will be one of those smaller cards. So really no new heroes. Just wanted to double check. And it was quite clear, which is something that I do appreciate. So there you have it. We've taken a look at what comes in the box for the Northwind Tales expansion for Sword and Sorcery Ancient Chronicles. Now keep it right here. We're going to take a look at some of the other boxes that we got with the game. Now we're going to take a look at Sword and Sorcery Mists of the Arena. Now this contains 3 game modes. This is an expansion that can be played, it's 4 parts. You can play it at any point between the 2 acts of any Sword and Sorcery game. Other than that, you do have a survival mode that this adds to the game. So if you like playing like King of the Hill, seeing how many waves of monsters you can beat, you do get that mode as well. And then the other mode that it adds is the Clash of Heroes, which is the full-on PvP mode for the game. So let's take a look. Oh, drop the secret book there. Let's see what we have. So we'll just put this back for the moment. Take a look at the secret book. So just like the others, when certain things happen, you're going to refer to the Book of Secrets. I'll just slide the box over here, put this over here for the moment. Take a look at the storybook. So, Mists of the Arena. Got the component list. Then explanations how to use some of the different stuff. And the story events for the Gods of the Arena questline. Also looks like some of the rules are in here. This appears to be the quick rules reference sheet that you get for the Gods of the Arena mode. You've got this new map. Now, how easily Gods of the Arena can be adapted to the original Sword and Sorcery, not quite sure, but it does say any Sword and Sorcery game, so I'm guessing as long as you've got this, you're good to go. And we've got all the new components. So I do like the look of the arena. You can see all the corners that will go around it to turn it into an arena, which I think is pretty sweet. We've got our components here. Here we have just some of the cards for the new enemies. And then we also have big bad gladiators as well. Just trying to find where the package opens. All right, here we go. I'm not going to keep this. So we have just pitfalls. We've got the enemy of Cerberus and the Nemean lion as enemies. And then we have them as, big bad bosses as well. Not sure what the difference is. Now, it does look like you can sort everything in here pretty well. We've got some new quest items, new items. Some story event cards we've got here. You can just see the Nemean lion. Now we'll showcase his other miniature as well. It looks really freaking cool in both colors. Cerberus. And very eager to see how this will play. I'm curious if it'd be possible to just fit the challenge set for Northwind Tales in this box. I don't know. Like I said, I am trying to keep everything as condensed as possible. It does seem to make sense to keep this in its own separate box, but it would easily be mixed in with the Northwind Tales stuff. So I'll have to figure that out. Space is something that is a bit of a premium for us. So there you have it. You've taken a look at what's in the box for Mists of the Arena. I'll keep it right here as we'll be coming back with the Northwind Tales challenge set, and then we'll have covered all of the content for Wave 2. Now we're going to take a look at the Northwind Tales challenge set, part of the Kickstarter. Don't know if they're exclusives, but the Kickstarter rewards for the game. So we do get some more enemies in terms of the more Northern Wargs, Frostguard. So it looks like we just got some more, I'll say more difficult cards, but I forget what the different colors mean in terms of the level. And we do get the White Yeren, which I think are the new enemies. Draugr. So you just have cool art on the back of that as well, something that I always forget to look at. We do get some more enemy cards. Yeah, I'm definitely going to try to figure out a way to get this challenge set into the core box, even if I gotta get rid of the miniature storage, because everything we got here really just belongs in that Northwind Tales box. And we've already seen the miniatures. So, we'll open this up. Unfortunately, they tape the stuff, make sure it stays where it needs to stay in packaging, in transit, but typically does that when you're trying to unbox it on camera. I neglected to actually take care of that. Well, you can see the wolf miniatures, and they fit in. Well, I guess he fits like that at this point. We've got the smaller wolves here, good detail to fit in. Got one here and one like that. Got the guys with the swords, the dyads, and I'll get this place back on. And then next we've got the other miniatures, which happens to be taped in a different spot. Not quite sure why, but go figure. As we get that off. So we do, as you see, have the Yaren, which are some of the new enemies. Then we do have also these undead with the sword. They do look similar to the guys that we had in Northwind Tales, but I can't quite tell for 100% if they are different, but there you have it. And yeah, note to self, when you're on camera, don't necessarily try to peel the tape off, but if you slow anything down. Then we got the Act 2 enemy challenge set. So let's explain how to incorporate them into your game. So really designed to work with Northwind Tales. So we'll definitely be getting rid of this box and storing everything in the Northwind Tales box. But depending on how that works out, I do get the feeling that the Mists of the Arena is also going to just get thrown in there because it just makes more sense at that point with regards to how I'm trying to conserve space. So there you have it. We've now taken a look at all of the content for Sword and Sorcery. So keep it right here. I'll be coming back at you with a quick outro. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. If you like what you saw, don't forget to click that like button, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that YouTube will let you know when our next video is released. Also, down below in the video description, you'll find links to all of our social media feeds, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. If you'd like to see some pictures of Julie and I playing Sword and Sorcery when we get to the table, or any other dungeon crawl, we got plenty of pictures of those on those feeds. Make sure to check them out. Also down there is a link to multizone.ca, a great Canadian game store. If you're looking for a copy of Sword and Sorcery, make sure to click that link. You'll get 10% off your next purchase, and it's a great way to support the channel, as a portion of that purchase is returned to us. And now popping up in front of me are going to be links to some of our previously released videos. Over here will be our most recent release, and over here it's going to take you back to our unboxing of Wave 1 of Sword and Sorcery Ancient Chronicles. With that being said, don't forget, keep playing games.